Hi and welcome, dearest. This is Grandma Mimsy. Thank you for allowing me to help you update your life and spending time with me today while I update my nails. And the update today is on the basics of doing nails that I have been requested to do. This is one of the items I used. I didn't choose this because I knew about this. Well, I mean, I've known about nail oil and other items for years, but this came in a box that I had a subscription to, and I do enjoy it. This is the milk and honey formula. I believe they have a vanilla formula. This bottle will last you a long time because you really don't need much, as you will see in as going forward. I need to grab another because yes, things do get gooey. So, one of the things you're going to want to get several of is these scrubby little nail brushes, and they help immensely. Do not use them very roughly. They are a brush. They are quite bristly on things, and when you are doing your nails, at some point, yeah, you're going to want to wash them, and I know that there's controversy. Some people might think that getting your nails wet and soaking them in water is not necessarily a good thing. I don't necessarily try to get them wet on purpose, but I also don't shy away, and we all have to do dishes at some point, so there's that. But this helps to scrub around your cuticle, which you're going to want to gently do because this is where your nail grows from. This is how it grows out, and you want to have the little moon a little bit. Mine doesn't show very much. You want to make sure that you don't bruise it because that will stunt your growth and have other dents and things that will happen. Excuse me. Winter changes and allergies and seasonal changes, it don't matter what season it is. I apologize for coughing in your ear. The other thing I have mentioned before is you should, in my opinion, use a glass nail file. Yeah, be delicate. But if what you have access to and what you've been using, or you like using the square sanding blocks or the regular nail files, that's your preference, then by all means go ahead and do that. But I have found my nails grow better. I have less issues if I'm using the glass nail file. And what you would want to do is, we'll pretend, because not everybody in trying to have nails wants, needs, or in their life, depending on their job and various other factors, has the option of doing long nails, and that's okay. Nail art and nail care can be something done with short nails. You just have to determine what works for you, and then take what you find out there from the various channels, including mine, and go with what you like. And if you don't know what you like, then that's the beauty of this. They grow back. You can experiment and you can adjust as you go. So very gently with your nail file, whichever you choose, you'll kind of want to just file here just a little bit, not anything major, but just kind of get this edge going here and around this area very, 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 very delicately. I mean, almost barely touching, and just kind of keep going that back. If you do not have nails and have never done your nails yourself, and don't know how to, again, it's just laying down. I'm not using any pressure. Just kind of do that on a regular basis, and your nails will then start to clear out in along, at least once or twice a day, gently. As you wash your hands, use this, because this will help soften this area. And then you can either get this in a set or you can buy them separately, but find a pair. I did the unboxing of the other set, and these came in it, and then I kept setting this down on my table, being that it's white, I couldn't see it. So yeah, I got creative and painted it with polish, sparkly pretty, because then we could see it a little better on, see, you know, where it's at, versus before it would blend in and I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? So nail art's not just for your nails. And then you can get one of these. These are incredibly sharp. Absolutely be super, super gentle. So you're going to want to, like I said, go around here, and if you have it where you can feel it. The other item is one of these, and you can get these on the Maniology website. And this is the latest one. This is the multi-cuticle. And if you just go to the search bar and put in cuticle, it will come up. The same thing as this device looking. And also is on this, the same thing will come up. This one was a gift in the subscription box 1 month. It had to do with mermaids, which is why it had all the mermaidy colors. I don't remember which box it was, but it was sometime within the last 2 years. But this is the cuticle pusher, and this helps that if you, and it works the same way on this part. This one is, though, a little sharper because it's a little heavier. So I can get this in here where you can see where it is. This one is a little sharper and a little heavier in that. So either one you're using, you want to be careful because this does have a bit of like a chisel point to it. So you want to start out in little circles as you're going around. Little tiny circles. And be careful if you're going like this. Do not dig because you will then rip up part of your nail. And as you're pushing back ever so gently, and if you feel any type of pain, immediately stop. Do not. It's just gently pushing back, as you can see I'm doing right there. And this is what you start doing on a regular basis. And like you can see right here, I have a little bit of an edge. Push back, and you get that cuticle part to be not so right there. And then if you have anything that is excess, then you're going to take this and ever so gently you're going to get the edge. And there is some school of thought you should not cut your cuticle, and I try not to. You only want to cut it, in my experience, after it has come up, like it's really hard and crispy. And if you're using the brush and you're using the oil or whatever hand cream that you prefer, and taking care of them, then you won't have to do that very much, just occasionally as things grow out. Or for me, if I'm doing like a lot of dishes with dish soap, that the store-bought dish soap that just eats me alive, well, then I end up having more issues. But so there's the pushing back of the cuticles. And then with the oils, and again, you don't need much, but you'll figure out how much works for you. And I kind of go there with the little droppers, and you just kind of go around on the nail, and just that much will spread to all of where you need to be. That's why we got the tissue. And then wipe that off of your nail. You don't necessarily have to clean it, at least I don't, but depending on your situation, it might hinder your polish. But there's that. And then just as you sit and watch TV or something, you're going to just train these back and rub this in, and you'll find you won't have so much with the cuticles being a problem. Next, you're going to decide how you want your nails. You can have them come straight down. Mine tend to curve and do some crazy things, and so the filing I do is to get them to behave. But along with that, you can do what this would be considered plain straight block. This is more of a coffin where it kind of comes to a point, and I do this because, again, the way the nail tends to curve. This one, there's more of an oval, and again, because of the way the nails curve. And then once they get to a certain point, then I can straighten them off and make them be universal. But I had some issues on these curling that I didn't keep up on, and then I have to go back in and wait for them to grow out. And after my nails are painted and I have the art on it, a lot of it is very hard to see because I end up doing a lot of layers. As you can see, my nails are very thin. They don't look the same way as like they have with the polish on it. Once I get all the polish on it, with the designs and everything, it looks very camouflaged into the way they look normally. So that's the beginning of that. Again, if you need to remove the oils, some polish doesn't necessarily adhere. I don't have that issue because of the ones that I do, but you could get a Q-tip type and dip that in rubbing alcohol and then put that just on the beds here of your nails before you polish, but not, I wouldn't use a cotton ball or a cotton pad or anything, because then you're going to go around and remove that oil you put around your cuticles, and that helps when you're trying to clean up after doing polish. If you get a little too close, you need that extra oil. Even if you have the cuticle tape or the cuticle polish savers, that there's different versions. There's a Maniology has both a latex and a non-latex version. There's other brands out there that also do the same thing. It's, you paint it on, it peels off like the stickers. You could even use Scotch tape or masking tape in a pinch, and that helps you to keep things neat around your nails, because that's the hardest part, is after you've done all this design and then next thing you know you've got stuff in the cuticles, and then it's really hard to get that out. But one thing that you can do is get a brush for that and have something like this that helps you to go around the cuticles. You could also use one of these to apply your cuticle oil in that area if you didn't want to have a whole bunch going every which way. This is also one that came in last month's box. You can buy this now on the Maniology website, I believe, if not now, but soon. And it comes with 2 parts, so it unscrews and has the other tip is like this, and then there's a cover tip, and then this stands on its own, and so it's kind of cute and nifty, and we like it. So there's all those things, and I hope all these tips help you understand the basics of doing your manicure. But deciding how you wanted to shape your nails is probably the most involved you're going to need to decide how it looks on your hands, how your nails grow, how things work for you. That's something that once you decide that, then you just take your nail file and start filing that as you can until your nails grow out. I would use some base coats, and I will go over other videos on that in the future, and then just go through the process of filing and taking care of them and keeping them polished and letting it go forward until you get to the length that you want them to. I hope all this helped, and you have a wonderful day. Please be kind. The world needs kindness. And thank you for the people who keep showing up, doing the things that they do so that our world and the things we need to have going keep going. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Hugs to everybody. Bye.